Round 2 of the onion boil. This time we're gonna cut it way more. I'm very excited. Let's do it. I have half a stick of butter that I melted in the microwave, and we're gonna add some seasonings to it. It is paprika. Last time I did smoked paprika, but I kind of just want to do regular paprika this time. So get a good amount in there. Parsley, if you have if you have fresh parsley, that is way better. This is Cajun two-step. It's like a Cajun seasoning. I'm gonna add a little bit of this. Garlic powder. I love garlic powder, so a good amount of that in there. A little bit of onion powder. I think this is silly because it's literally going in an onion, but I think it'll help like a cohesive flavor. And then a little bit of pepper in there. And we're gonna add like a little less than a tablespoon of garlic. Okay, stir this around. This is going to be our melted butter mixture. Smell test, it smells divine. I'm excited. This is my other half of stick of butter. I'm going to add pretty much the same seasonings to this in the same amounts and then stir this. This one I'm just gonna stuff inside the onion so it doesn't need to be melted. Stir this all together and mash it with the seasonings. After I stirred it, this is our seasoned butter. Prep our onion. Last time we cut off both ends. This time I'm gonna leave the root. I'm just gonna cut off this end of the onion. We're gonna peel just the first 2 layers. Let's make a little slit to help us do that. Cut a little bit of the root off just so it can sit a little better. We're gonna flip it so the root is facing us, and we're gonna make slices all around from the root. I'm gonna start by doing 4 evenly across, and then I'm gonna do some in the halves, and we're just gonna keep going until I think it's good. We ended up doing 8 slices around, so now it's like this, and now we're gonna get our tin foil. All right, we placed our onion on top of the tin foil. Now I'm gonna kind of spray out these little onion petals. In the middle, there's like this onion bulb. I'm gonna cut that out or just make it a little bit shorter. And that way we can have butter just in the middle. So I cut this out like that. Take our softened butter that we mixed with seasonings and shove that right into the middle of our onion. Now we're gonna lift up the sides on our tinfoil a little bit because we're gonna pour the melted butter and I don't want it to go everywhere. The melted butter, and pour this on top of the rest of the onion. I want this to be super flavorful. I'm taking a pastry brush, leftover butter on it, and going through and brushing between each layer, just giving it a quick little swipe, just so I know everything's gonna have good flavor throughout. So now we're gonna bunch this up, so I'm gonna kind of squish it all back together again. So it's looking like that, and then we're gonna seal the top. Put this in a baking dish, and we're gonna bake it at 400 degrees for as long as we can. I'm gonna try and do like an hour and a half. I'll probably only do an hour. We just took it out of the oven. It is super duper hot. We're gonna transfer it to a plate. We're gonna unwrap this. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This is definitely way more soft than the first one. Clearly the chopping it up method works. All right, and here it is. It's obviously all broken up, but it's super soft. Go to part 2 to watch me try it.